The first, of course, is Julian Assange himself, a journalist, a courageous shiner of light into the dark places from which the powers that be would dearly like to have us turn away. Julian is why we are here today, but this is no parochial project. We are today part of a global movement that might be the beginning of the global enlightenment that this fragile planet so desperately needs. We like to think this is a free country, but are we really free? Why? When Julian Assange is brought to the dock in the tiny magistrates' court inside Belmarsh prison, there are so many seats occupied by anonymous American suits, whispering instructions into the attentive ear of the prosecution's lead barrister, James Lewis, QC. Why? Because we don't live in a free country. We live in a glorified dog kennel. And we bark and or wag our tails at the bidding of our lords and masters across the pond. Call off this show trial, this charade, this kangaroo court. The evidence before the court is incontrovertible. Julian Assange is an innocent man. I cannot leave this stage without mention of Chelsea Manning, who provided some of the material that Julian published. Chelsea has been in a federal prison for a year, incarcerated by the Americans for refusing on principle to give evidence to a grand jury specifically convened to make an example of Julian Assange. What courage. They're also fining her $1,000 a day. Chelsea, from across the pond, yours is another name to be carved in pride. And when the lackeys of the American empire come to take him, to destroy him, and hang him in the hedge as a warning to frighten future journalists, we will look them in the eye and steadfast, with one voice, we will intone, "Over our dead bodies!"